Welcome to another great afternoon of baseball, or evening rather. I'm Michael Plumley along with Ray Lauder. We're bringing you the Lewisburg High School Patriot baseball team versus Senatobia. And Ray, it ought to be a great night tonight. It's a little bit chilly as we had a pretty good spring break. The Patriots went down there, took care of some pretty good, talented baseball teams. Went 4-0 in that Gulf Coast Classic, finishing runner-up because of runs allowed. Northwest Rankin won the thing, but really big wins against 6A schools. They beat Clinton. Then they beat Foley High School, the host high school. They turned around and beat Friendship Christian, a private school out of Lebanon, Tennessee. And then to finish it off, a great Summerall team, and won that game pretty convincingly. Tonight, game one of their quest for a 6th straight district championship against the Senatobia Warrior team that's pretty hungry themselves. We split with that team last year. Jonathan Lindsay on the hill for Lewisburg.
Well, Michael, that's right. Lewisburg, after losing 3 games in a row, all the 6A schools, I might add, now have turned it on. It's mid-season. They're in mid-season form now. It's time to play district. And that's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. Coach Rusty Cagle, before the game, was talking about his vision for this year, and his vision, win his 6th straight district championship.
Yep, 9-3 on the season so far as Lewisburg. A little bit shaky start before they headed down to Gulf Shores. Kind of got things back in order. They're going to face a 4-2 Senatobia team. Tonight for Senatobia, they're throwing their lefty, Davis Brown. The kid's thrown 12 innings. He's a senior. He beat us last year down in Senatobia, so should expect a pretty good pitching performance out of that team.
Yeah, he's a great pitcher, but they're also led by their senior Clayton Powell, batting an amazing .909 on the year. 10 hits. Out of those 10 hits, 7 of them are home runs.
Unreal.
It is. We watched him pregame too, Michael. He's a stud.
He is a stud. We have our own studs, obviously, mostly a junior lineup. Led by Rudy Martin. He's hitting a little over 400 for the Patriots. Got a lot of speed in that 1-2 position between Lowell Haney and Rudy Martin. Then you followed up with the big sticks, Tanner Lloyd and Cody Cooper.
And that's the way they've been doing it all year. Tanner Lloyd on fire, hitting for great average, driving in runs. You've got Rudy to lead things off. He's the key to the ball game tonight. In my opinion, Rudy gets on, we're going to score runs. And that's what we've got to do. We've got to get to the young pitcher early. We get settled in, play defense like we did down in Gulf Shores.
Yep.
I think we'll be well on our way to that 6th straight championship.
Should be a great night of baseball, and stay tuned. We're going to bring you the starting lineups and get the video on the players and not on us. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back to a sunny but almost going to be dark Tuesday evening. Great night for baseball. A little chilly, but the coach is now at home plate meeting with the umpires, and I know Jacob Norton in the field, and Chip, is it Hayes Hayden is behind the plate, Ray? Is that right?
I'm still trying to get confirmation of his last name here, but Chip, whatever his last name is a very good umpire. Worked with him before.
So Steve Alford, the head baseball coach for Senatobia.
Chip Phillips.
Chip Phillips. Okay, I was way off.
Yeah.
Chip Phillips will be behind the plate tonight. Coach Rusty Cagle very pleased with the performance of the Patriots down in Gulf Shores, going 4-0 against some really good competition. Tonight is starting lineup. Not a whole lot of changes, but we'll talk about that now. Lowell Haney will be leading things off, hitting .324, 8 RBIs. He'll be at second base. Rudy Martin leading the team in a batting average of .432. He's got 1 home run, 7 RBIs. He'll be out in center field. Tanner Lloyd will be at first base, team leading 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, hitting .289. Hunter Wilson at shortstop, hitting .259 with 6 RBIs. Cody Cooper, the catcher's got 8 RBIs, .219 batting average, but 1 big home run. That was a 3-run shot against Foley High School in a game that we needed to have that home run, a little insurance. Gabe Brown will be in left field, hitting .361, 9 RBIs. Colt Smith, he'll be the designated hitter tonight, hitting .148 and 4 RBIs. Kobe Busby at third base, a .154 batting average and 2 RBIs. Chris Taylor, the 9-hole hitter, hitting .300, 3 RBIs. The kid will be out in right field. He had a pretty good tournament himself down in Gulf Shores. And for the Senatobia Warriors, District 4 opponent tonight, their starting lineup, number 35, Dustin Wilkie, a right fielder, hitting .312. Adam McMasters will be at shortstop, hitting .250. Davis Brown will be on the hill today. We'll talk a little bit more about him in just a moment. Ray will actually give you some pitching stats on Davis. He's hitting .583, 3 RBIs. And the big fella, Clayton Powell, a first baseman, hitting a balmy .909. That's just unreal.
Stud.
Peyton MacArthur will be in center field, hitting .333. Stone Parrish in left field, no recorded batting average. Zach Bozeman will be the designated hitter tonight, .286 batting average. Lance Ritchie will be at third base, .250 batting average. And Jordan Redd, second base tonight, hitting .308. And Landon Little will be the catcher, and he will not be batting in this lineup. So on the hill for Senatobia, Davis Brown, and like I said, Ray will talk a little bit more about him as he takes the field. But Jonathan Lindsay on the hill tonight. And Ray, pretty impressive stats for Jonathan.
Yes, they are. Very good. Heck of a player there, Michael. You caught me by surprise there.
That's right.
I was looking at Senatobia stats.
Well, I have Jonathan's. He's 2-0 on the season with a 2.29 ERA. The lefty's got 15 strikeouts. Opponents only hitting .237 against Jonathan. He struggled a little bit early in the year with his control, leaving the ball up in the zone. But, you know, he is 2-0, and he's getting the first district start tonight. So Coach Cagle's got a lot of confidence in him.
I was going to say, that shows a lot of confidence that Coach Cagle actually has in him right now. The big number for him, the 15 strikeouts.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. He is really sets the tone with a lot of strikeouts.
Well, we got the national anthem underway, and we'll be back right after this. So Jonathan Lindsay, the starting pitcher for the Lewisburg Patriots, takes to the mound, getting his warm-up tosses in. And Ray, he's got a pretty tough 1, 2, 3, 4 hitters he's going to face here for Senatobia. I know they've only played in 6 games, but pretty impressive batting averages.
Very impressive
with those first
there.
4 or 5 hitters for
overall.
Senatobia.
Yeah, overall the team as a whole, batting.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. It was about 360 something, if I remember right.
383 on the year.
383
on the year.
Gosh.
Yeah, hitting an amazing 383. Of course, they've only played 6 games, but they've played some pretty good competition. Two games against Water Valley. You've got one against Horn Lake, which they ended up losing. But they put runs on the board. They average about 6 runs a game. But the amazing stat to me, Michael, they have not scored a run in the 7th inning this year.
Well, that bodes well for the Patriots, as they have scored in the 7th inning and did that in fashion down in Gulf Shores. Jonathan's last start against Friendship Christian, it was only Friendship Christian's 2nd game of the season because they're a 1A school. So, I mean, not 1A school. They're a Tennessee school, and they can't start their season until March officially in Tennessee. So it was only their 2nd game. And they're a very good team. But Jonathan, got his control under wraps. Later on, he went in the inning and had some kind of a heated exchange between he and the catcher, Cody Cooper, in that outing. Hopefully they got things sorted out now. And I talked to Jonathan after the game, and they said he did get it worked out. He leads the leadoff hitter, Dustin Wilkie, the right fielder, hitting .312, and Jonathan blew it in there. Coach Alford in the third base coach's box.
Wilkie, the senior, steps in 182 on the year. 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, but 4 stolen bases.
Wow.
Got a little speed. It's good for the leadoff batter there for Senatobia.
Well, Jonathan backdoored him with a curveball, now 0-2, and that pitch too good. And that's one of the things that Jonathan's kind of struggled with. An 0-2 pitch, you can't leave it up in the zone, and that's exactly what he did there, and he got away with it as Wilkie fouled it off.
Yeah, my opinion, you go 0-2 quick, good start there, but you go 0-2 quick on a batter, you got a pitch to waste. Why not waste one? You don't want anything close to the zone. Give him something high, low, way outside the zone. See if he'll chase it. Maybe a little anxious as we start the game, but he got the start he wanted.
Well, he got that outside pitch, and Wilkie did chase it, and Cody Cooper bobbed a little bit but threw him out at first base. And the first couple of pitches for Jonathan already hitting that strike zone, so evidently it's kind of paid off. Adam McMaster's the shortstop now in the box. PlayOnSports.com, and that's where you can find Mr. Ray Lauder and myself bringing you this live broadcast as now McMaster's down 0-2 in the order.
Tweet at us, at Plumley16, at Coach Ray13. Give us your thoughts on the game. Give us your thoughts on the broadcast. Let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you.
That was a great 0-2 pitch, and Cooper kind of gave up on it a little bit and called up and in. Pretty good call there. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to McMaster's curveball. Got him on the outside corner. A nice backdoor pitch.
That's the way, for Jonathan Lindsay, this is the way he wants to start.
It doesn't get any better than that.
There, yeah. Especially you get one looking the backwards K. Chalk it up for Jonathan Lindsay. Steady adding to his collection of strikeouts on the year. 17 now on the year.
Davis Brown with a grounder to Lowell Haney. Fields it, throws it in a 3-up, 3-down inning. Jonathan only threw 7 pitches that inning, and it paid off for him as we head to the bottom of the first inning. No score in this one as the Patriots now come to the plate.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
And we're back here at Albert Broadway Field, home of the Lewisburg Patriots, 9-3. Coach Cagle bringing that team in here. Now in the bottom of the first inning against Senatobia. First district game for Coach Cagle's Patriots, looking for that 6th straight district championship and trying to get right back to that state championship title game. They're going to be facing Davis Brown, the lefty, senior lefty. And, Ray, pretty impressive stats for this kid.
Very impressive. The big lefty with an ERA of 1.14 in his 2 games. He's pitched 12.1 innings. He is 1-0 with a no decision in one of his games. That was actually the Horn Lake game, which he pitched in. Pitched to Jim, left with a tie score.
Oh,
and
wow.
they end up losing later on in the innings. The tremendous stat we've got here that we talked about earlier is they haven't scored a run in the 7th inning. They came back and bit them against a good team like Horn Lake.
Well, Lowell Haney will lead things off, hitting .324, 8 RBIs. The kid has moved from the 2 spot to the 1 spot, and Coach Cagle's kind of moved Rudy Martin and Lowell Haney around in the order. He did that a couple of games ago. Seemed to pay off, and Davis Brown working real slow out there on the mound. It's 1 ball, no strikes to Lowell Haney, playing second base tonight. And the fastball, and that's going to be a grounder to second baseman Red. He fields it, throws him out. And that first at bat took about 5 minutes.
Yes, it did. Brown settling in, very patient pitcher. Reminds me a lot of Roy Halladay, the way he takes his time.
Yeah, you're right. Kind of does. Leading hitter for Rudy Martin, 32 on the season. 1 home run, 7 RBIs. He faces Brown. He looks to bunt. And I'm going to tell you, what I saw in Rudy in Gulf Shores was the difference in him getting on base and not getting on base. If he hits the ball on the ground, he gets on.
Mm-hmm.
Pop-ups, no good, unless it goes over the fence, and he does have that power.
Well, Rudy moved from the 1 spot to the 2 spot, and that's because he showed a little power while you're in Gulf Shores.
Yeah.
And but you're right, Michael. If he can get the ball on the ground, his speed carries him, and it's very important that they get him involved in the game tonight.
Curveball there. Looked a little high, but did fall in that strike zone. Evens the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
Rudy, the Texas Tech commit, he is a tremendous athlete here, tremendous speed, but he can hit the ball a long way when he gets a pitch to drive.
That pitch up in the zone, 2 balls and 1 strike. And Coach Alford maybe telling his senior lefty, slow things down. Let's try to frustrate this batting order for Lewisburg, and that seems to be what's happening right now.
Rudy, with 18 runs scored on the year out of his 16 hits, good cut there. Wow.
Evens the count off. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Batting .432, his on base percentage of .562. So it's very important that Rudy get on base here if the Patriots want to get something started early.
I tell you, Rudy, when he does get on base, he will make you pay on the base pass. He frustrated Friendship Christian so bad down in Gulf Shores that their coach called timeout, went straight to the pitcher's mound, called all of his guys to the mound from the defensive spots, and basically gave him a little tongue lashing, to say the least. Rudy walked, stole second and third in a real tight ball game, and that coach was not happy at all, and he hits him.
Yeah, he did.
So maybe it'll pay off right here. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 strikes. He hit Rudy, and that's the first base runner for the night for the Patriots.
Mistake there for Brown. Very unlike the big lefty there, but looked like he had an off-speed pitch there that just didn't break.
Nah. Tanner Lloyd now, the big right-hander, 3 home runs, leads the team in that category plus the RBI category with 12. Playing first base tonight. A chance to do some damage here in the bottom half of the first inning. Rudy Martin with a huge lead at first base.
Tanner, the type of hitter who can turn things on a dime here. You got Rudy there to frustrate the pitcher. While he's there, Maybe the pitcher can hang something, and Tanner's looking for the Darby's Tire and Auto Service under the scoreboard sign out there. Mr. William Darby, the owner.
Martin got picked off.
Wow.
Oh, we called him safe. Wow, must have been a bad tag, but he had him picked off for sure.
Coach Turner over there saying, "Son, what are you doing?" He's a lefty with a great move.
Field umpire Jacob Norton obviously saw something we didn't, but big break there.
Senatobia not happy at all about that call.
Well, Coach Alford ran out there, and then he just started clapping, so evidently he saw it too. We just didn't see it in the booth, and a curveball there. Backdoor Tanner Lloyd. He may not see a fastball on this at-bat as he has been tearing that pitch up.
Yeah, Tanner, if I'm coach here, I'm not going to give him anything to hit, especially when I know my pitcher's already frustrated after giving up the walk there. He's not going to get a thing to hit from me.
Shortstop has cheated inside just so in case they pick off Rudy Martin and Rudy takes off on first move, which obviously he's not, that's your better chance to get him. That's McMasters at shortstop. Senatobia lost a pretty good shortstop from a year ago's team. And there goes Rudy. And there's not even going to be there's going to be a throw. But
not sure why.
It was just, what do you call it? A formality.
It was.
As Rudy gets his first stolen base of the night. And now in scoring position, a 1-1 count to Tanner Lloyd.
Tanner Lloyd with 12 RBIs on the year, an amazing stat. The kid is on fire.
Yeah.
Batting average has cooled off a little bit while you guys were down in Gulf Shores, but he still has the ability to bust things wide open here. If he gets that fastball, he can turn on.
Yeah, face some really good pitching down in Gulf Shores, and that'll cool off anybody's batting average. The 1-1 pitch, Rudy's going to take off again, and
He's
not going to be close.
No
as
slide.
Tanner took strike 2 on the curveball. But if he puts the ball in play here, an RBI opportunity.
Right. That's what he's good at. Just a long fly ball here, get a run on the board for the Patriots.
So 2 pitches, 2 stolen bases for Rudy Martin. He now stands at third, and that's exactly what we just talked about if he gets on base. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball upstairs. He doesn't chase it. A good job by Tanner Lloyd, but he needs to do an even better job and make contact with the baseball somewhere, as one of the Diamond Girls just snuck a hamburger over to Cole Brownlee in the dugout. I like that little move they made there.
Wow.
Cole kind of just went like this.
Yeah.
That pitch downstairs. Cole actually got a start down in Gulf Shores. A sophomore left fielder went in for the injured Gabe Brown, got a base hit.
Good.
So, yeah.
Tremendous future ahead for Cole Brown.
Yeah, I think so.
Now, we talk about studs. Cole has all the potential to be a stud for years to come here in Lewisburg. You've been watching him play for years.
Yeah. Full count now to Tanner Lloyd. Swung on, and that's a fly ball to center field. On the move, not going to beat there. It's a base hit. Rudy Martin's going to score. Outfield playing really deep. That was MacArthur in center field. Didn't get a real good jump on the ball, but an RBI single. And the Patriots on top, 1-0, Ray.
Great piece of hitting there by Tanner Lloyd. It wasn't his pitch, but he knew it was a pitch that he could just get up and out of the infield to get the run in. It dropped in. They were playing him deep, and it dropped right in. And I like the base running there by Rudy. Tagging all the way. The ball's down. You can walk home. That's
exactly.
Textbook. Those are the things in the 3-game skid they had. Those are little things like that are what kind of hurt Lewisburg. Glad to see that they're getting things back together. They're communicating, and they're doing the little things. Because like we talked about, it's the little things you do that make a big difference.
Yep, absolutely. Hunter Wilson, the shortstop, he's also a junior. He comes to the plate. In a 1-0 ball game so far here in the bottom of the first inning, Tanner Lloyd with that big RBI single. He stands at first. 0-1 count to Hunter Wilson. He's hit the ball hard in a lot of his at-bats this season. Got some great hits down in Gulf Shores. Now down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes as Davis Brown busted him inside with that fastball.
Hunter, the junior, batting .259 with 7 hits, 6 RBIs, 2 doubles and a triple on the season.
So just as fast as Rudy Martin was on the bases, we have a polar opposite now on the base pass in Hunter. Tanner Lloyd.
Tanner, not the quickest guy on the field, but he's gritty. If he gets an opportunity here and Coach Cagle sees the window of opportunity, he may go here and surprise us all, Michael.
He may. But it's going to be a hit and run, I assure you. I know Coach Cagle, no balls and 2 strikes. Not going to be a hit and run here in this count. Hunter doing a pretty good job of fighting off that curveball last match, and he's going to look at a curveball and drills it right up the middle. That's a little bit too good of a pitch as Coach Alford is yelling out at his pitcher and catcher, and he's telling me, you got to throw that pitch outside, son. That cannot be down the middle of the plate, and Hunter Wilson made him pay for it.
Missed a sign there.
He just stayed back and drove it, man. That's the way Hunter was hitting the ball down in Gulf Shores. He blistered that pitch right back up the middle. And now runners at first and second, 1 out in a 1-0 game. Lewisburg on top here, the bottom of the first inning. Cody Cooper, the catcher for Lewisburg, stands in. Runner is in scoring position. That's Tanner Lloyd at second base. Base hit could mean a run. Hunter Wilson at first. Back-to-back singles for the Patriots. Cody with a big 3-run homer against Foley High School last Wednesday night down in Gulf Shores.
Cody, the catcher there, with the big hit against Foley High School there to put them up by 4 runs, give them a little insurance there to put them over the top. And that's what you expect out of your catcher. You expect him to be the leader on the field, and he was leading by example down there.
Definitely. I miss my partner down there, Mr. Lauder. Well, didn't have a color guy with me. He didn't want to spend spring break with a crazy old man like me, but my wife did.
Yeah, well, good.
And I got to stay with the Booth, which was even better. Jerry and Lisa. That was fun. Watch Jerry paint Lisa's toenails. That was good.
Great to have Jerry.
You learn a lot about people when you live with them for a week, right?
Tanner Lloyd there, way off second base on that time. Michael, we may see him go here shortly.
I don't know about that.
Coach Cagle is throwing the signs left and right. I'm not sure what he's thinking, but he's thinking.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. It is a hit-and-run count here for Cody Cooper. Runners at first and second. Probably not going to be sacrificing them over the 1-1 pitch. Nobody's on the move, so 2 balls and 1 strike, and Coach Cagle throwing out the ghost signs. I will say I did have a pleasant experience down in Gulf Shores with the Booths and the Brownlees. We had a lot in common, had a lot of fun. All around great trip down there for the Patriots as well.
Anytime you go undefeated, it's a good time.
It's a good time.
It's a good time for the kids and a good time for the parents. And there, Tanner Lloyd swipes third. Wow.
Wow, they had the hit and run on, and it was a curveball, and Cody kind of swung through it, but a great call by Coach Cagle to move those runners. And you actually called that as well.
I knew Cagle had something up his sleeve there. He has picked up something on this young catcher here.
Yeah.
And if he keeps it up, we'll do this all night.
So now runners at second and third on the double steal. Now Cody Cooper just needs to put it in play, drive in a run. Curveball, he looked at it. Got him. That's not what you want.
Nice pitch.
With one out. And Coach Cagle turned his back. He's not happy.
Coach Cagle not happy at all. All you got to do in that situation, Michael, is put the ball in play. Nice little blooper on the ground, something over to the right side. You score a run there because it looks like Tanner Lloyd is sowing his oats tonight. He's full of the speed tonight. He was going all the way.
Now Gabe Brown, the lone senior in the lineup, hitting 361, 9 RBIs. Gabe have a chance to drive in 2 here. He lays off the curveball. It's now 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs now, runners at second and third.
The captain of the team, Mr. Brown, on a soccer scholarship, steps in. 6'2", 172 pounds. The kid's built like a brick house.
He definitely is. He's a good kid and got a lot of speed as well. That pitch, he looked at a fastball right down the middle, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. You mentioned he's on soccer scholarship. He did sign with Jones Community College down in Ellisville, Mississippi. Seems like I drove through that. No, that was Scuba we drove through.
Scuba,
Down
great little town, Scuba.
45 there.
Great little town. Stopped there and ate at the Wendy's in Scuba.
Actually, we stopped and ate at the Subway in Scuba, didn't we, Mia? Mia Plumley on the production broadcast tonight. PlayOnSports.com. Also brought to you by Homer Skelton Hyundai. They're at Craft Road and Highway 78. Got to go by and see those guys if you're in the mood, which I know you are, for a new car. Pitch on the way, and that's a base hit up the middle. That's going to be one run, Tanner Lloyd. And here comes Hunter Wilson. There won't be a throw at the plate, cut off, and a big 2 RBI single by Gabe Brown. He bailed out the catcher, Cody Cooper. And a nice job there picking up RBIs 10 and 11. And that's the third hit in the first inning for the Patriots. And also the third run. It's 3-0 here in the bottom of the first inning as Colt Smith stands at the plate. Gabe Brown stood back on that curveball, drilled it right up the middle.
You talk about senior leadership. Gabe Brown, not only off the field, doing it on the field with his bat.
Yep.
Gives the young player something to look forward to. The big senior, the soccer scholarship commit comes through with the big base hit to score 2. Lewisburg in total control now.
Well, he picked him off that time, and that's going to end the first inning just like that. a two RBI single by Gabe Brown, and then he gets caught in his tracks. A good pickoff move by Davis Brown. 3 hits, 3 runs, Ray. We go to the top of the second inning. Lewisburg on top of this District 4A game, 3-0. Well, the matchup we've been looking for, Ray, Jonathan Lindsay, he's going to face Clayton Powell, the first baseman for Senatobia. 909 batting average.
Clayton Powell, the stud, swings at the first pitch. Oh, bad hop there. And he's on base, and that's not what we wanted there. When you get a tremendous athlete like Powell on base like that, he can give you trouble.
Well, that's going to be an E4 for Lowell Haney. Not sure what he was trying to do on that ground ball. He ate it up. If he'd have picked it up with his bare hand and thrown it to first base, he would have got him. But he tried to pick it up with his glove, and that's just the inexperience on Haney's part. He's been an outfielder most of his career. Coach Moody in the second base. He's had a pretty good season over there at second base so far. In that time, inexperience definitely showed there.
Yeah, fundamental breakdown there. Probably tried to rush it a little bit. He knows what a tremendous athlete Powell is. Kid comes in batting .909. They back the infield and outfield up, expecting a long, hard ball since he does have so many home runs on the year. And,
right.
Just a mental breakdown there, but it's okay. You can make up for it here. A good ground ball they can turn to, and all will be well in Lewisburg land.
Peyton MacArthur, the center fielder, doesn't lead things off. He's now in the box with a runner on and nobody out. He's down 1 ball, 2 strikes. Great to see Jonathan with his stuff tonight. I mean, he's got great control of his fastball. In the first inning, struck out 2, and now has MacArthur down 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just like you said, he probably doesn't have a lot of speed, the big kid, in a ground ball. could mean a double play here.
Ashlyn Plumley giving us a quick update from the dugout there.
And Kristen Lindsay both begging for money, I think. And that's a good block by Cody Cooper on the outside curveball. And Clayton Powell stays at first base. Thought he was going to try to move. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3-0, Lewisburg on top. We're in the top of the second.
Peyton MacArthur, the junior, in the box, batting .333, on-base percentage of .412. 5 hits and 5 RBIs and 5 runs scored.
So 5s are wild, and that ball is going to get by Cody Cooper on a ball down and away. And
wow, did you see that speed?
yeah, he was down there in a hurry and now stands at second base. So that's going to be a pass ball on the catcher, Cody Cooper. And now a full count as Jonathan missed outside and telling Cody Cooper there as he stepped off the rubber, he can't really see the signs. It is a night game, and now Cody Cooper's going to call a timeout.
Even umpire Chip Phillips looked a little confused on that one, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Chip, a relatively young guy, but worked his way through college, umpiring fast-pitch softball, baseball, and football. This past year, I ran into him on the basketball court, too. Chip's trying to get very well-rounded in the officiating business and has a bright future in it, too.
Well, so far, a good night tonight for him behind the plate. Talking to Coach Cagle last week on the golf course, and we were talking about who's going to get game 1 start in district play. That pitch on the outside corner got him looking. I thought he walked him at first.
Wow.
And he did. He got him out. A great pitch by Jonathan in his 3rd strikeout tonight. And only, he's got 3 strikeouts and 5 batters.
18 on the year.
Stone Parrish, the left fielder, now stands in with a runner at second base. Now 1 out. Parrish does not have a batting average, so I'm not sure if he's getting a lot of playing time or not, but he does get the start tonight. But anyway, I was talking to Coach Cagle down on the golf course down in Gulf Shores. Like, who's going to get that game 1 start in district play? And he said, I got 4 really solid starters. I'm going to pick one, and I know 3 of them are going to be mad. So he didn't really give me an answer as Stone Parrish fouled that ball away, but we obviously got our answer when we got into the booth tonight as Jonathan Lindsay, the lefty, number 2 guy on the lineup last year in the pitching rotation, struggled a little bit early this year, and with his control and keeping the pitches up in the zone tonight. So far, pretty good. 1 ball, 1 strike to Parrish, 1 out.
Parrish, the freshman, steps in.
Curveball.
Ooh, great pitch there. 5'8", 137 pounds.
I think I know somebody else that's 5'8", 130-something pounds.
Wouldn't be
plays on Lewisburg's team.
That would be Peyton Plumley.
Yeah,
the future all-state selection.
Yeah.
Number 1 draft picked out of Mississippi.
2-1 count, a swing and a miss. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Stone Parrish. Jonathan trying to get out of this after the error committed by the second baseman, Lowell Haney, put Powell, the leadoff hitter, on.
Jonathan, I notice, is not even keeping an eye on the runner there. That makes me a little nervous there. Not sure exactly what's going through his mind there, but the shortstop right there close to keep him honest.
Not a big league by Powell at second. A swing and a miss and got him.
Great pitch.
Man, Jonathan went up in the zone and he chased it. The inexperience on the freshman, he went right after it. And Zach Bozeman now, the DH, hitting 286, 3 RBIs. Stands in now with the last opportunity to drive in a run. 2 outs, runner at second. Lindsay looks into Cooper, comes set, checks the runner, and delivers.
Bozeman, 4 hits on the year, 3 RBIs. A long swing there. He was trying to drive that one to the Lewisburg sign.
Yeah, well, the problem was it was in the dirt, and I don't know if he would have been able to hit it that far, but he did chase it. A good 0-1 or 0-0 start to the batter for Lindsay. Now no balls and 1 strike. That
Another
pitch up and
pitch.
in and swing and a miss.
0-2 here. If I'm Jonathan Lindsay, I'm going to give him the big hook outside in the dirt, Let's see if he'll chase it. He seems to be anxious at the plate. Good curveball here. Should set him down.
So the DH stands in against Jonathan Lindsay. No balls, 2 strikes, and the delivery. Outside, good pitch. Didn't chase it, though. Ray, the basketball tournament is set.
Yes, it is. It is. And I have not even filled out my bracket yet.
I hadn't either.
I have, and I'm a little behind, but I noticed on my CBS Sports bracket, and wow. Pitch got away from Lindsay there.
Pitch on the inside part of the plate hit Bozeman, and he's going to take a free trip down to first base.
Force at any plate now. Got to stay positive. No, but back to the bracket there, Michael. My CBS league that I'm in, which is Trash Talk, is the name of our bracket. If anyone wants to look it up, I have not even filled it out. I thought maybe the play-in games would be a part of the bracket, but they're not. So I'll get it filled out hopefully tonight when I get home. Wouldn't want to take any time away from work and do that.
Sure.
And I'll get it filled out, and we'll be on the ball. But not really sure who I'm going to pick. You know, I'm an Ole Miss fan by heart. I'm a Memphis fan by heart. And but I'm going to try not to pick with my heart this year because I'm not sure.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure either team really has a chance. The way it lines up, Ole Miss would have a better chance if they can get through the first round. Memphis with a tough draw in their regional there. But both teams have had tremendous seasons. Can't say enough about the native Memphian Joe Jackson on the Memphis team. And then you can't say enough about native Flash 22.
Yeah.
He's wanting to shoot himself right into an NBA contract after this tournament.
Well, he can definitely shoot it with the best of them, and he will shoot it.
Yes, he will.
So, no balls and 2 strikes now to Lance Ritchie. Jonathan Lindsay trying to get out of this top of the second inning. He's got 2 runners on, and he's up in the count. No balls and 2 strikes, and the delivery of foul ball.
Foul ball.
That is a new one. I like that. A
foul
ball.
Wow. Foul ball.
It's like a fly ball that goes foul.
For the rest of the division games, for the district games, I should say, everything will be foul ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
No balls and 2 strikes, still the count. 2 outs here, top of the second. Runners at first and second. And the pitch fouled off. He just got a piece of it.
It looked like a changeup.
Yeah. He took something off of it, changed his arm slide or something. Jonathan, a great season last year and off to a pretty good season this year, 2-0 record. Got some help in the first inning. Got a 3-run lead. Now trying to pick up win number 3, and that pitch inside just misses the strike zone and Lance Ritchie. He does stand on top of the plate there. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Not a bad pitch. 0-2. Cool night tonight. Got a pretty good crowd. Senatobia has some fans up in the stands tonight. A runner's move. Ball hit out to right field. Chris Taylor on the move. Camps under it. Makes the play. And Jonathan does get out of it. So a hit and run with 2 outs. Didn't understand that call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But anyway, favored the Patriots. And I like it. We go to the bottom of the second. They're still up 3-0. Colt Smith will lead things off for the Patriots here in the bottom of the second inning. The junior DH hitting for the pitcher, Jonathan Lindsay. Colt, 148 batting average, kind of struggled at the plate this year. Does have a lot of athletic ability, though, and he showed that in Gulf Shores, getting a couple of big hits for the Patriots.
The sophomore.
Junior.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a junior transfer from New Albany.
My stat sheet's wrong.
Yeah.
We'll blame that on Max Prep.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, special shout-out to Miss Jessica Cagle to be the first person to tweet at us tonight.
Nice.
Thank you, Mrs. Cagle, for the great shout-out there, and we appreciate it. Once again, guys, you can tweet at us, at Plumley16, at Coach Ray13, if you're listening to us. We know that there are millions and millions of fans out there of the Patriot Nation who are anxiously in front of their computers listening to us, and we appreciate everything you guys do for us.
I'm waiting on that CBS Sports contract, what I'm waiting on, so I can quit my real job. And Colt Smith will draw a 4-pitch walk as Davis Brown not finding the strike zone there, and you don't want to put the leadoff runner on, but he does, and the junior Kobe Busby steps to the plate hitting 154.
Busby, that batting average of 154 can be deceiving. He's hit the ball really hard this year, Michael. Just hasn't been able to find a hole. Hopefully he can bust out of it tonight.
I'm hoping so, too, as Davis Brown, that ball gets away from the catcher, Landon Little, and Colt Smith's going to move to second base. I was just going to say you got to be careful at first base. Mia was pointing that out a while ago. That's Mia Plumley, not Mia Cagle, because there are people that are listening that think that I'm talking to Rusty's small daughter. That
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I have to make myself real clear now, but it's Mia Plumley was pointing out.
Former Delta State great Mia Plumley.
Yes, she was.
All state selection down there.
Oh boy, I tell you, she was a good one. That's why I picked her up. But anyway, she pointed out that Davis has a real good move at first base. Probably got Rudy Martin, bad tag, and he did get Gabe Brown. So Colt Smith moves down on the ball outside away. It's 1-ball, no strike to Kobe Busby, and the 1-0 pitch on the way. He's going to bunt him over. It's a bunt and run.
Great bunt.
Colt run on the move. He's going to make the turn at third base. Busby doing his job, sacrifice.
I tell you,
on that play.
Coach Cagle doing an excellent job tonight playing small ball.
As usual.
We've had hit and run, a couple double steals. Coach Cagle, amazing the coaching job he's doing tonight.
Well, he's done a good job ever since he's been out here, and Coach Alford's going to go out and talk to Brown as there is one out, and all these runs are important.
Yeah, Coach waved the catcher back. I think he just wants to check on his pitcher here and kind of find out what's going on. The delivery was slow. Now the delivery's fast. He's kind of rushing things. He's hanging everything over the plate. It's been a tough night thus far for the young pitcher from Senatobia.
Well, the kid catching is a freshman, right, Landon Little?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's a freshman, so a little bit of inexperience there. I mean, he's catching the senior Davis Brown. Well, this is a situation right here that Brown really needs to pitch out of and not give up that fourth run. And conversely, on Lewisburg's side, Chris Taylor with a big opportunity here to drive in that fourth run as the home plate umpire.
Chip Phillips.
Chip Phillips will go out and break it up. Is he any relation to Danny Phillips down in
No, he's not.
Fernando?
Actually, Chip
Okay.
Chip is from Oxford, grew up in Oxford, and
Okay.
Recently graduated from University of Ole Miss. University of Ole Miss. That's what Robert Nemdici called it, as he committed there on ESPN. No, Chip graduate of the University of Mississippi, hotty toddy, and
Yeah.
just a great guy. He and his brother actually umpire together a lot as a crew, and does a great job there. So far, he's done great. No questionable calls yet, and have all the confidence in Schiff. If he calls it a strike, it's a strike, Michael.
Well, Chris Taylor coming in with a 300 batting average. He raised that average in Gulf Shores with some big hits down there. He's playing right field tonight. 3 RBIs, a chance to pick up RBI number 4 here. Colt Smith at third base, 1 out. 1-0 count, the pitch on the way. Strike, no, he called it a ball outside. I guess it was outside.
It was outside, yeah. 2
balls and no strikes. I'm sitting right behind home plate, and I still can't figure out, the angle of that pitch, but evidently
Taylor the junior, 5'8", 160 pounds. These stats seem to be a little old. He looks like he's bulked up a little bit since the season started.
Oh, that ball's going to get by the catcher Little, and it's going to go to the backstop, and Colt Smith scores.
Boy, nothing frustrates the pitcher more when you're struggling a little bit, when your catcher doesn't block it, giving up the run there. Nothing but frustration on the Senatobia side there as they seem to be struggling a little bit on this cool night in Lewisburg.
Well, Chris Taylor now with a 2-0 count, a chance to get on base himself here in a good hitter's count rather. As Davis now in the windup, he'll look in and get his signals and deliver. Fastball down low.
He's struggling,
and
Michael.
Did I miss a pitch somewhere? I guess I did, or
the pass
unless
ball.
it hit him.
It was the pass ball.
Well, I mean, even the scoreboard was wrong.
Okay. I guess we all missed the pass ball.
The umpire Chip Phillips didn't give the signal that it hit him, so I guess I missed a pitch somewhere on Chris Taylor, and he stands at first base now on a walk. 2 walks in the inning so far, and a sacrifice. Has plated 1 run, now back at the top of the order. Lowell Haney standing in with 1 out. Taylor probably gonna go, but with a lot of good speed, that is. And Haney's going to try to bunt him over. A great bunt down the line.
Bunt.
They're not going to throw him
safe.
out as he's safe with a base hit. And
wow.
Chris Taylor
asleep.
As
That's
he
what Coach Cagle just said. Yeah, he missed that one.
Chris Taylor making the turn. Nobody at third base, but he doesn't take advantage of it. And now Rudy Martin at the plate. Great bunt by Lowell Haney.
Not a wide turn at second. Wasn't really expecting no one to be there. And he just took the short turn, kind of turned off the afterburners, slowed it on down, and realized he'd made a mistake. Coach Cagle, okay, though. Happy to have a 4-0 lead here and still threatening with 1 out in the bottom of the second. And looking for Rudy to break things wide open here. Big hole in left center field.
Yeah, it is. And that's a big gap out there as well. Right where Rudy hit it over against Lake Comrie. And stands in. He also looked a bunt and the ball in the dirt, and the runners don't move.
Taylor missed the sign there.
Well, it did look like Haney was on the move, and Taylor didn't go anywhere. Coach Cagle, he's wearing that grass spot out over there. Before the end of the year, it may be dirt in that box. Coach Turner is the first base coach for Lewisburg.
Coach Turner relaxed tonight.
Yeah, got
Very
his hands in
laid
his back pocket.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not really in a hurry about things. Just
Cagle, he looks like he's already played a game already today.
Yeah. Cagle had a long day at school. That goes a long way.
Yeah, I guess so.
Glad to hear that we have no trouble with the internet feed tonight. We had a little trouble in the DeSoto Central game. Everyone seems to be getting the message of the game here loud and clear, and that's good. And again, you can tweet at us at Plumley16, at Coach Ray13. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the broadcast, on the team, on our production manager, Mia Plumley, former Delta State great.
You know who we're probably not going to get a tweet from?
Who's that?
Mary O'Toole and Kim Coleman.
Oh, okay.
I bet you they don't even know what Twitter is.
That's a good possibility.
But I know they're listening.
All right. And I'm sure my wife, Ashley Lauder, would tweet if she could, but she only has my Twitter account. So she may tweet at us.
Right. 1-0 pitch inside. It's going to be 1 ball or 2 balls and no strikes rather to Rudy Martin. I'm just messing with Mary and Kim. Thanks for watching.
Oh, yeah, thank you, Miss Mary. Such a sweet, sweet soul, Miss Mary.
Yes, indeed.
Ole Miss fan, too.
Kim's an Ole Miss fan, too, that whole house.
I know they'll be glued
that
to
whole
the
little block of houses there. And that's a base hit into left field.
There's
Rudy
the gap.
Martin, now Chris Taylor on the move. Here's a throw to home plate.
Play.
Going to be cut off. Nobody at third
there.
base, and Lowell Haney's going to move up. And Rudy Martin, he'll stay at first in a big single, RBI single for Mr. Martin, leading the team in hitting, and that's exactly why, Ray. Just went with the pitch.
That's why he's an early commit to Texas Tech University. Going to do some great things down there for those guys in their program, which they already have a great program. But Rudy just doing his job there, waiting on his pitch to hit. He obviously, Michael, he saw the same gap that we saw, went straight to it, little punch line drive, great piece of hitting there. And I'm willing to bet he goes on the first pitch.
Runners at first and third now. Slide step in against Tanner Lloyd. He got a base hit his first time up.
I lost that bet. Should have took it.
Yeah, that's the first time we saw the slide step anyway. No balls, one strike to Tanner. Tanner did drive in a run, the first run of the night. It's 5-0 now. Lewisburg on top here, the bottom of the second. Rudy Martin at first, Lowell Haney at third. Chris Taylor already in. He scored on that Rudy Martin single to left.
Brown close to a balk there. He, Coach Turner again questioning the umpire after that. Obviously, he's seeing something we don't. Just a good move to first base there by the senior lefty.
And there goes Rudy, and they're not going to throw down. Basically, just a quick throw right back to the pitcher Brown, and Rudy Martin, his third stolen base of the game. Now Tanner Lloyd, a chance to drive in two.
Tanner Lloyd with the nice hit in the bottom of the first, just kind of looped one in to get the run to score, and looking for a pitch to hit here. And if he gets a good hit here, we could break things wide open, Michael.
That curveball probably was going to be called a strike, but the catcher dropped it, and the old home plate umpire, Chip Phillips, not able to make that call. Now 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Tanner looking to do something here, put the ball in play like he did his last bat. The pitch on the way, fastball inside, and it's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike. Hunter Wilson on deck. And a really good start to this first district game for the Patriots.
The key now, the Patriots not to get relaxed with a big lead in the second inning here. They need to continue to be aggressive. I know Coach Cagle, Coach Turner will. It's just up to the players to continue to stay aggressive here. Bases loaded now with a chance to really get things going here in the bottom of the second.
Yep, and Tanner Lloyd, he does walk, load the bases, and Hunter Wilson with a big 2 RBI single his last time up. Or, I'm sorry. He got a base hit his last time up, then driven in by Gabe Brown later in the lineup. Hunter hit the ball hard, extremely hard on an 0-2 pitch right back up the middle. A chance to do more damage here, and he's got nowhere to put him as runners are on the pond. Wilson at the plate, curveball, strike 1, a good pitch.
Big curveball there as that ball started at about 2 feet above his head and broke right into the strike zone.
Almost like a drop ball, Jerry. You used to throw those, didn't you? Jerry Booth in the booth with us. No
yes,
pun
he
intended.
Is. No pun intended, but doing a great job there. He's almost like our spotter in football.
He is.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
He's like, look at that mosquito right out there that just bit that guy in the cheek.
Hunter Wilson is the junior, 5'9", 168 pounds. Wilson having a pretty good year this year. Steps in batting .259, 7 hits, 6 RBIs, 4 runs scored. Not too bad, but I know he certainly wants to add to those stats right now.
That fastball catches inside corner, and he's mad at himself. He knows that that was a pitch that got away. Now 0-2. Well, it's kind of a situation he likes to be in. At least the last at bat, he was down 0-2. I bet you Davis Brown doesn't give him anything remotely close to the 0-2 pitch he threw to him in the first inning, as Hunter has hit the ball hard pretty much all season long. He did have an injury earlier in the season that had to move Kobe Busby to short, And Mason Givens to third base, sophomore, getting a chance to get some playing time. And it's a game of cat and mouse here as the catcher and pitcher are having trouble getting signals. But
I don't think it's a signal problem, Michael. I think this is a mental game there by the junior or by the senior pitcher.
Well, it's definitely tough for a hitter to stand in that zone and try to wait to hit. It's already tough enough. And the 0-2 pitch, change up, fouled straight back, pitch
Another
up in the zone.
Another great pitch there, and just got under it. He'll get another opportunity here, but I think Brown is trying to pitch his way out of this. And for the Patriots, this is an opportunity to really knock Brown out of the game. A good hit here. You're up 7-0. I believe we'll have a pitching change. But if he pitches out of this with only one out, that could be a momentum changer, Michael.
Well, the bullpen is getting loose for Senatobia. Don't know the number yet. And the 0-2 pitch fouled off again. Hunter Wilson doing a nice job staying alive.
Wilson battling, looking off speed there all the way. Had a good swing, and just trying to hang on by the hair of his chinny chin.
First game of district play, Senatobia is going to be a home-and-home series tonight here at Albert Broadway Field. Then Friday night we'll be heading right back down to Senatobia to play the same team. And also in conference play, Rosa Fort, Lafayette, Senatobia, New Albany, and North Pontotoc. Those are our district games. And he chased that pitch upstairs, way over his head, and a big strikeout for Davis Brown. He got Hunter to go after it.
That's where the experience of a senior pitcher, 1.14 ERA. He's showing it now. Lewisburg jumped on him. Got a few runs early, but now if, like I said before, if he pitches out of this, it could be a momentum changer.
Could be.
And Lewisburg needs another hit here. Get a little insurance. You can never score too many runs, Michael.
Cody Cooper now with a chance to drive in several with a base hit. He missed an opportunity back in the first inning as he struck out looking with runners at second and third and one out. Now a chance to atone for himself.
Crowd chirping a little bit. Wanted to call on that one. Got a good crowd here tonight. Everyone wrapped up in their blankets, of course, because it's a little cool. Tomorrow being the first day of spring, you want it to be a little warmer. But great sunshine today. Beautiful day outside. A lot better than the day we had Monday. But, the crowd, good crowd here. Saw Mr. Brady before the game, talked to him a little bit, and he said they were expecting a good crowd, and they've got it here as the Patriot fans always come out, and Senatobia traveled pretty well.
Fastball driven in the gap. Cody Cooper with a big one, and there's one run. Here comes 2 runs, and here comes 3 runs. A base-clearing double for Cody Cooper. Another big hit for the catcher. That junior catcher doing it now. He atoned for that backwards K in the first inning with a big 3 RBI double as Cody Cooper being lifted now for the pinch runner Jonas White, and an 8-0 lead for Senatobia, and the
Lewisburg.
pitcher.
Lead for Lewisburg.
I'm sorry, what did I say?
Senatobia.
Wow. I was so excited.
You're caught up in the moment, Michael.
I guess, but I was worried about what was going on the mound. And it's very interesting. The senior, Davis Brown, looked into the dugout during the exchange pinch runner, and he did the old I'm done routine to the coach, and now Alford is going to go get him. And Alford called the timeout earlier in the inning, made the catcher stay at home. This is obviously an issue between the coach and the pitcher. He tossed the ball to him. Alford said, get off the field. And a new pitcher will come in for Senatobia, number 34. And we'll be back right after this. Big RBI double for Cody Cooper.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Well, there is a pitching change, Ray, number 34.
Brandon Beavers. Beavers steps in, the junior from Senatobia.
Well, Coach Alford's going to leave it to Beavers.
Yes, he is, Michael. No pun intended.
So Beavers now on the mound. He's going to face Gabe Brown, who got a big 2 RBI single his first at bat, and a pickoff move to Jonas White. He's back in time as there's no throw.
Beavers' ERA on the year, the junior, 7.64, has 1 loss in his 1 appearance, 3.2 innings in that. So obviously didn't start the way he wanted to, but Beavers a little fireball out there.
Yeah,
wow.
man, he's pumping it in there, and Gabe Brown fouled that pitch off. No balls, 1 strike.
He has the eye black on.
Yeah, Jonas White, the pinch runner for Lewisburg, come in for the catcher Cody Cooper. 8-0 Lewisburg Patriot lead here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. The Patriots with 2 outs now, runner at second, and have sent their 9th batter to the plate.
Beavers' only appearance on the mound against Water Valley, and lost that game. They lost 5-0. Beavers gave up all 5 of those runs in his 3.2 innings.
Curveball, strike 1.
Great
or 2,
curve.
rather.
Great curve. Nice pitch by the young Beavers.
Not a big kid, but a lot of firepower on the mound. No balls, 2 strikes to the senior Gabe Brown. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd. 8-0 Lewisburg lead. I tell you what, we haven't even completed 2 innings. We're already an hour into the game, and that's how slow Davis Brown was working.
Yes, he was, and Lewisburg with a lot of offense to kind of slow things down too. Another good curve there, just missed inside, but Beavers bringing the curveball tonight.
Is it Brandon Beavers?
Yes, Brandon
Okay.
Beavers. Mm-hmm. Number 34.
Brandon Beavers on the hill in
Junior.
place of the senior Davis Brown, who gave up 8 runs in just an inning and 2/3. And that's a ground ball to the shortstop. Going to be a tough play.
Oh, in
He's
between
not going to do it. And a tough bounce, and that's going to be the 2nd hit for Gabe Brown. I'm going to give it to him. It was a tough hop. Probably would not throw him out anyway. Runner does move over to third. 1st and 3rd situation now. Colt Smith. He led this inning off with a walk. And now stands in again. That's going to screw my score sheet up.
Wow.
Doggone it.
Well, Michael, if our production manager was here, I'm sure she'd take care of it for you. She stepped out momentarily.
Well, Jerry can probably step in over here. Let's see. We got runners at 1st and 3rd. And we're going to submit that. And there we go. Colt Smith at the plate. So, Jerry, did I give you a little lesson right here? All right.
Thank you, Jerry. We'll have to interview Jerry here in between the innings maybe and get a few words from him.
Look, I tried to get him to sing a song and karaoke down in the Gulf Shores. All he did was laugh at me while I was singing.
Did he hold the mic?
He didn't. He came up and held his camera phone and took video of me.
Wow. Well, that's good. You know, those are moments that you'll always remember. And
or be blackmailed for.
Right. He has it on video now. Yeah.
First and third situation, no balls, one strike. Quick move to first base, not in time.
Beavers steps in, 5'7", 138 pounds. Throws the ball fairly well, in the low 80s.
Curveball or a changeup there, just misses the strike zone. One ball, one strike. Colt Smith, he started the inning off with a walk. He did score on a pass ball here in this inning that we're still playing in, and that's the bottom of the second.
Michael, it's okay when you have long innings as long as you're on the run-scoring end of it.
That is true. Coach Cagle seems a little bit more relaxed, a swing and a miss.
Yeah, he's not in his dirt box over there anymore. He's kind of talking to some of the freshman players out there. Still giving instruction, always coaching, Coach Cagle.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Turner's the one that looks a little on edge now.
Got his hands out of his pockets and trying to
giving a heart signal there, talking about it takes heart, I think is what he said.
I don't know what he was doing. 2 outs, I think, as Beaver steps off of the rubber.
I'd like to say hello to his lovely wife, Miss Beth Turner. Beth, the principal there at the Olive Branch. Not sure what the name of it. What is it? Career Tech. Yeah. Okay.
We used to call it Votech.
Votech,
we were in school.
No, Beth has done a great job over there.
She has.
Actually, the pioneer of that school. She was telling me about it over Christmas, as she's my wife's first cousin. And she was telling me that they actually have a production job where they actually generate revenue there with the on-the-job training.
Well, Beavers gets the curveball for strike 3. Got Colt Smith looking a good pitch and broke pretty hard inside. And we'll leave 2 runners on base. But not before we picked up 4 hits and 5 runs. We head to the top of the third. Patriots on top, 8-0. We'll be back in just a minute. And Jonathan Lindsay will lead things off here on the mound for the Patriots here in the top of the third as Jordan Red stands to the plate, the 9-hole hitter, and swung at the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Welcome back. PlayOnSports.com. That's who that broadcast software we're using tonight.
Michael, a couple score updates. We were talking about the tournament earlier. In the NCAA tournament play-in game, first game of the year, North Carolina A&T versus Liberty, a real barn burner, it appears. North Carolina A&T comes out on top 73-72. Wow.
Another Tar Heel State team. Did you know, and I just saw this on USA Today this morning, but you know how big this, and Jonathan Lindsay gets a called strike there, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Red. You know how big the state of Texas is? Mm-hmm. Do you know that they have more universities in that state than any other state?
Wow, that's a good trivia question.
But did you know that they're not that they are the only, but that state did not have any teams go to the NCAA tournament for the first time?
I heard that. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty remarkable.
That is. That's very remarkable. Another score update here, a couple of scores of interest for the local.
3-2 pitch driven out to center field. Rudy Martin will camp under it, and the first out recorded. So Jonathan getting the first hitter here in the top of the third. That's always important. And top of the order, Dustin Wilkie will come in. He struck out swinging his first time up. I'm sorry, Ray.
Oh, it's okay. Just a couple scores of interest at Michael. Years ago before the NC2A tournament, there was the NIT, which was labeled the real national championship.
Right.
And, of course, that's an invitation-only tournament.
Still today.
Yeah, still today. That a couple teams of interest are in. Alabama with an early lead over Nebraska, 11-3. Two teams not exactly known for basketball, known for football, but that's not a football score. That's an early basketball score. 14:59 left in the first half. But here's a big score of interest, especially for all the fans here locally. If you like Memphis, everyone loves Memphis and seems to not like Coach John Calipari of Kentucky. Kentucky down late in the second half, 7:44 to go. Kentucky down to Robert Morris University, 49-39.
Wow.
So I know all
That's
the Memphis
unreal.
fans are celebrating and rejoicing at that and hoping they're all Robert Morris fans
I
tonight.
guarantee you. Two balls and one strike to the leadoff hitter Wilkie. Fouled that one off. Evens the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lindsey with great command tonight. He's doing a great job on the hill, keeping these hitters off balance. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and got him. No, Cody Cooper dropped it and then tagged him. He got the strikeout and the second out in the inning. And the second time Dustin Wilkie heads to the bench, swinging the stick and not getting anything to show for it. And now Adam McMasters, who struck out looking his first time up, will stand in with 2 outs for the Warriors. And he hits this one up in the air. Tanner Lloyd on the move. He makes the play right in front of the Senatobia defense. And the bench, rather. And a 3-up, 3-down inning for Jonathan Lindsey. And Lewisburg heads to the bottom of the third. They're up 8-0 in this District 4A game.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot pitch.
Never know what Jerry Booth's going to bring up in the booth, do you?
Well, we're talking about Pope Francis of Assisi. The first Latin American pope was christened, or was
I'll tell you what we could do. We can do a contest here, Michael.
Okay.
The first person to tweet us what the Pope actually does he get inaugurated? Is he
I'm going to say he's
christened?
inaugurated.
All right, he's inaugurated. You say inaugurated. I say he's christened. The first person to tweet that to us will give you a free admission to the next Lewisburg home game.
All right. Yeah, I like that. That's a $6 value, by the way.
That's right.
So 1 ball and 1 strike to Kobe Busby. He's going to lead things off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. He had a great sacrifice bunt his first time up to move the runners over in an RBI opportunity. Now leading off the inning, 1 ball, 1 strike. Beavers still on the mound for Senatobia. And that pitch down to the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike to Busby.
Still has his eye black on too, Michael. That's pretty intimidating. For him to be a
he's about 5'8".
Yeah,
right?
He's 5'8".
So
yeah.
A little guy on the mound, but that eye black makes him look like he's 6'4".
It does. And, he's throwing heat. He's in the 80s. We need Coach Mark Carson, Northwest Mississippi Community College, having a great baseball year, by the way.
He is.
And we need him here with his radar gun like we had last time.
Yeah, he could tell us exactly what he's throwing. And
yeah.
I think there actually is a jugs gun somewhere. We may have to find it. And that ball is driven into the hole. Shortstop. McMasters throws over to first.
He's safe.
Oh, man, what a play. And thought they got him. Busby beat it out, though.
Busby showing the determination and speed. Wow.
So is that a base hit?
I would give that as a base hit.
Okay,
yes,
it'd been a tough play.
Hit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was, deep in the hole behind short there. Great throw, but the throw was not going to be in time even if the first baseman doesn't drop it. Now, number 21.
Chris Taylor.
Chris Taylor steps in, 5'8", 160-pound junior.
He walked and scored in the 2nd inning. Has a chance to move Busby over here in an 8-0 lead. Coach Cagle probably going to let him swing away as Peter Barton now gets loose in the Lewisburg bullpen. Peter.
Pitch just a bit inside, Michael.
On that one,
yeah.
Definitely. He threw it behind Chris Taylor's head there. Taylor hitting 300 on the season. I was going to say Peter Barton threw a 1-hit shutout against Clinton. That ball is driven to the shortstop. He can't make the play. Looked like it was going to be just a routine line drive right to the shortstop. Hit right off his glove. It looked like he was going to try to throw it in an E6.
Tried to throw it before he caught it there, Michael.
And now 2 runners on.
Just another freshman mistake there. Senatobia relatively young. They have 15 roster players, and out of those 15, 5 are freshmen.
Wow. So a young team for Senatobia. Runners at first and second. Now Lowell Haney at the plate. Anyway, Peter Barton, a 1-hit shutout against Clinton in that game 1 down in the Gulf Coast Classic. Patriots went 4-0, and that pitch, strike 1, called. I'm just looking up on the USA Today. Pope Francis tested security detail. Well, he's riding in an open-top Mercedes.
Wow.
Wow.
He has the ultimate security, Michael.
Yes, he does. It's called the Pope Mobile, and that's a ground ball to the first baseman, fielded, and he'll step on the bag, but Haney does move the runners over on a hard-hit ground ball to the first baseman, Powell, and now runners at second and third for Rudy Martin. He had an RBI single his last time up. So a fielder's choice, 3 unassisted, will move the runners over. Now Lowell Haney 1 for 3 in the game, but doing the job of putting runners in scoring position now for Rudy Martin. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. 8-0 Lewisburg lead. Senatobia drawing their infield in, except for the first baseman. He wants to play deep for some reason. Everybody else kind of halfway.
That's the stud player there. He must have something up his sleeve.
So 2 run. If Rudy can get a base hit and drive in 2, how long does Alford leave it to Beaver?
I'm going to leave him in there, down 8-0. I think I'm going to let my young pitcher get a little work here and maybe think about planning for the future. If it's 10-0, Coach Cagle may do the same thing.
So Rudy Martin now with a 1-0 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Cagle in the third base coach's box. Coach Turner in the first. That ball lifted high in the air to center field. Busby going to try to tag up. And the center fielder, MacArthur, makes a play, a throw home. It's going to be cut off. They try to make the play at third. Both runners tag up, and a run scores. Rudy Martin with a sacrifice fly.
Again, Rudy Martin doing what he does. That's making things happen.
He does.
That's why he's such a vital part of this Lewisburg team.
Well, that's his second RBI of the game, and that'll take him to 9 RBIs as Tanner Lloyd comes to the plate, runner on third base. And Coach Alford, they're going to appeal to second base. They say he didn't go early. I guess that's what Alford was appealing. He thought that the runner at second, Chris Taylor, left early, but umpire Jacob Norton right on top of it.
Again, our trivia question for the night for free admission to the next Lewisburg home game is let us know what type of ceremony that the Pope has. Again, tweet at us at Coach Ray 13 at Plumley 16. Let us know, is it an inauguration? Is it a christening? What is it? Let us know, and we'll give you
Did we not get an answer?
one free ticket to the next Lewisburg home game.
Tanner Lloyd now at the plate, swing and a miss. He's going to face Beavers. Now no balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Taylor at third base. It's a 9-0 lead. A sacrifice fly by Rudy Martin picked up one more run here in the bottom of the third. Tanner Lloyd trying to add to it.
Another score of interest, Michael, in Division II 6A.
Swing and a miss. He got him.
South Panola defeats Tupelo 3-0.
Well, the Patriots add 1 on 1 hit. They're up 9-0. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Senatobia going to try to play catch-up here when we return. Here in the top of the 4th inning, the right-hander, Brandon Beavers, hitting in Davis Brown's spot. So Coach Alford did take him out of the lineup. A swing and a miss, 1 ball, 1 strike. Beavers, I don't have many stats on him, I don't think.
I don't have any batting stats on him either, Mike.
So he doesn't have any at-bats this season. And Lindsey in control of this game so far. That ball outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Barton is getting loose down in the bullpen for the Patriots. Probably just a pitch and catch down there.
Well, Michael, after numerous tweets, we have our winner here. Thank you to everyone who tweeted at us. The winner of our trivia question for the night. And, Michael, you're right. The Pope has an inauguration mass.
So that mean I win?
No,
Nah,
you don't win.
dang.
You don't win. Unfortunately, families aren't eligible.
Yeah.
No, Mr. Eric Scholl, thank you for the information and straightening me out. I certainly need that. My wife not here to keep me straight tonight, so it's up to you guys to do it. And Mr. Scholl's helping out there. Eric Scholl, the father of Tyler Scholl, the former closer for Lewisburg last year, now at Northwest. So, Mr. Scholl, next game, tweet at us. Let us know when you're there. We'll get you free admission here. $6 value. Have one of Danny Brownlee's famous fried bologna sandwiches.
Danny's, if he's here, he's at Katie's softball game tonight. It's the Patriots, Lady Patriots, that is, playing over in Center Hill tonight. Good luck to those girls over there. They went 2-2 in Gulf Shores, or 2-3 rather. I think it was 2-3. As now there's one out.
I have on my Lewisburg softball shirt tonight. Katie Brownlee, tremendous pitcher.
Strike three. Jonathan Lindsay with a great pitch to the Hoss, Clayton Powell. He sent him back to the bench.
Wow, tremendous pitching effort there against the big Hoss there from Senatobia. That'll make that batting average go down some. Katie Brownlee, again, the 8th grader, starting on the varsity team. Great player. Tremendous future there for Lewisburg softball. Her big brother, Cole, plays here for the Patriots. Katie used to play for me a few years back, too, Michael.
That's right.
Great. She was young, just getting started, but she was a dominant pitcher in those days, too. Her mom, Melissa, here. Hi, Melissa.
Jonathan with 7 strikeouts tonight. He's already struck the first 2 batters out this inning. Beavers the first victim. Clayton Powell the second. Now Peyton MacArthur, the center fielder, stands in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Lindsay, masterpiece so far on the mound. Finding that groove he had just a year ago. And I'm going to tell you what, speaking of a year ago, Eric Scholl's boy Tyler, great season last year. He was the closer for the Patriots and carried him all the way to a baseball scholarship. He's another one of those kids that, you know, kind of came up in the program but didn't know, you know, where he was going to turn out in his senior year. I mean, it was just unbelievable. There's a ball hit up the middle, fielded by Lowell Haney. Can't make the throw, and the first hit given up by Jonathan Lindsay will give way to Peyton MacArthur. So Jonathan only giving up 1 hit so far, and that was it. Stone Parrish now will come to the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Runner on first with 2 outs here, top of the 4th.
Michael, other scores of interest. Magnolia Heights defeats MRA 9-0. At the end of the 4th, Hernando up on Center Hill 9-3.
Wow. Sal Panola beat Tupelo tonight 3-0.
Another
in the baseball score.
Yeah, another division game.
Yep.
They got going there. Center Hill and Hernando, also a division game.
My alma mater, Delta State, up 6-3 in the 7th. Number 1 ranked D2 team in the country.
Should be. Went to the D2 championship last year,
Sure
if I'm not mistaken.
Strike 3 called, and Jonathan Lindsay gets 3 outs in the top of the 4th. All 3 of them strikeouts. He did give up the 1 hit. Left that runner stranded, though. He's throwing a gem, Ray, and we're going to go to the bottom half of the inning. Patriots up 9-0. We'll be right back. Hunter Wilson will lead things off for the Patriots here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Beavers still on the mound for Senatobia as Coach Freeman now in the third base coach's box for the Patriots. I'm not sure where Coach Cagle went. He's over there talking to some of the younger players. And Freeman getting his first chance to coach third base in a varsity game. A swing and a miss by Hunter Wilson. Beavers doing a pretty good job, only giving up one run here. As Hunter Wilson now looks at the 0-1 pitch, Beavers delivers curveball down in the dirt. Pretty good block there by the catcher Little. Mom all done if you're listening. I know you're watching a pretty good game. Jonathan doing an outstanding job. I don't know if it's going to be it for him tonight or not. As Peter Barton down in the bullpen.
Make Mama proud.
Well,
he's done that tonight.
Jonathan's done that tonight. 8 strikeouts for the kid and 23 strikeouts on the season. Jonathan doing a nice job in his first district start tonight. Hunter Wilson now with a 2-1 count.
Michael, did I tell you, we went to Destin last week. Did I tell you there was an earthquake while we were down there?
I did hear that, actually, and Hunter Wilson fouled that pitch off. He was a count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So did you feel it?
I did. We were actually in the truck and thought someone was kicking the back of my truck. And my wife said, no, the windows are shaking. And I thought, well, what is going on here? And it happened again, and we watched all the windows shake at the place we were at. And I said, that was an earthquake.
Well, so you were in the truck the first time it happened and inside?
Both times.
Oh,
we were both times.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. It was probably about a 15-second break in between.
Swing and a miss, and Hunter Wilson goes down swinging.
Yeah, pretty exciting times there in Florida. You guys didn't feel it in Gulf Shores?
No, did not. I really didn't feel much while I was down there because I was snoozing every single night. It was so comfortable down there and listening to the waves crash on the beach. And, yeah, it was nice. It was a good time to get away. So 1 out now as Cody Cooper stands in. A big 3 RBI double his last time up. He's 1 for 2 in a game. Cody with some big hits in the last couple of times he's been at the plate.
Cody really stepping it up here, and I know Coach Cagle's certainly proud of that fact here heading into conference play. Conference is going to be tough this year. Lafayette off to a great start this year also, Michael.
Yeah. Well, it'll be a tough matchup, obviously, as we get deeper into the season. 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch outside, now 2-0. Everybody's gunning for the Patriots, though, in district play. Is
6 championships in a row. That's going to happen. They're going to bring their best game every game.
Coach Cagle's built a pretty nice powerhouse here in Lewisburg in the middle of farm country.
Farm country it is. Most people do not know this, but as you know, I work for DeSoto County, and we have some interesting facts. And one of those facts is DeSoto County is the largest farming county in the tri-state area here, except for Tunica. Of course, we leave out Tunica because they're primarily farming, but more farming in DeSoto County than there is in Tate, Marshall, and Benton County. So,
wow.
Nice little tidbit there. For your trivia questions, I have a good friend who does trivia at some of the local establishments, DJ Jack. If you ever need any catering or DJing done, he offers both those businesses. But DJ Jack, hope you're listening, as I know most people are around this area, listening to the Lewisburg broadcast. And so use some of these for your trivia questions next week.
Well, Cody Cooper grounded out to short for the 2nd out in the inning, and Jeff Busby will be the pinch hitter now, coming in for Gabe Brown. 2 for 2 on the night was Gabe, so he had a pretty good night And Busby now stands in as the lefty. He's the twin brother of Kobe Busby, the starting third baseman for tonight. Jeff stands in against Beavers. That pitch hit him.
Taking
and Jeff,
one for the team.
Jeff has been hit by more pitches this year than I think anyone else has. And he'll trot down to first base, trying to shake that one off. And another runner on base for the Patriots. Up 9-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Colt Smith now the hitter.
As we get deeper in the game here, Coach Cagle over there talking to some of his younger players, perhaps getting ready to get them a little time on the field here in the varsity game. And as Lewisburg can hopefully run their streak to 6 in a row tonight.
Yep, Colt Smith now as Beavers throwing over against Busby. Got 2 outs now as Smith stands in. Colt Smith.
Not
0 for 1 tonight.
Not far from that 23 game in a row streak that the Miami Heat have.
Yeah. Busby will move to second base on the high pitch, wild pitch by the pitcher Beavers. Catcher Landon Little couldn't hang on to it. The ball goes all the way to the backstop. Now runner in scoring position.
Michael, we have a final from Kentucky as Robert Morris pulls off the stunner in the opening round of the NIT, sends the Wildcat, that's John Calipari's Wildcats home, 59-57.
Wow. Kentucky, an early exit. Got to love that if you're a Calipari fan.
Yes, you do.
2 balls, 1 strike to Colt Smith. There are 2 outs, and we do have a runner at second. There is a baseball game going on, but it is a 9-0 game.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we want to thank you for joining us tonight. Play on Sports. And Gibbons with the slow roll to the shortstop. MacArthur, he's going to field throw and got him. Great play by the shortstop, McMasters rather. And that'll end things here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. The Patriots on top 10-0. Got a pitching change. And we'll be right back, folks. Peter Barton will be the new pitcher for the Patriots here in the top of the 5th inning. He'll face Zach Bozeman, hit by a pitch his first time up. It's only his second at bat. And Peter Barton, a senior righty, had a great outing in Gulf Shores, a one-hit shutout against Clinton. And he's 3-1, I think, on the season, right?
Yeah, he is 3-1. One complete game, one shutout, like you talked about. 17 innings pitched there, Michael. Done a great job, the big senior right-hander. Glad to see him getting a little action in tonight in the top of the 5th here, starting out quickly.
I think he
one
leads
ball,
the team
2
in
strikes.
strikeouts, too.
I don't have the strikeout stats here with me. I'll have to ease down. Yes, he does. He does now. Jonathan Lindsay just 2 behind him after this night.
Yeah.
Great pitching effort there by Jonathan Lindsay.
Yeah,
Happy to see him continue his success for the year.
4 innings, only gave up 1 hit, had 8 strikeouts, only had 1 walk. Actually, it wasn't even a walk. It was a hit by pitch. Peter Barton picking up his 26th strikeout
26.
in the first one of the night as Zach Bozeman goes to the bench, and now Lance Ritchie comes to the plate here in the 5th. Barton pumping it up in the upper 80s. Bullpen getting loose for Senatobia. And that pitch, a strike. Peter finding the strike zone early, and that's always a good sign for the Patriots.
Barton not wasting any time on the mound tonight. Another strike, Michael. Good fastball. Had a lot of movement on it.
Peter, another one that was a submarine pitcher up until this year, kind of went straight up over the top, picked up more velocity on his fastball, and obviously paying off for him here as he's ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lance Ritchie, the third baseman tonight. Flied out to right his first time up against Lindsay. Lindsay's going to go to 3-0 on the season if the Patriots can hold on here.
Can't say enough about the pitching performance that Lindsay had tonight, Michael.
And got him.
Curveball there.
Curveball on the outside part of the plate, and picked up strikeout number 2. The 10th Warrior back to the dugout with a strikeout. Mason Gibbons now playing third base. Jeff Busby in left field. Looks like Tucker Womack maybe in center field, and Jonas White in right. And Busby now Barton facing Jordan Red and swing and a miss. And that pitch upstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Michael, Coach Cagle there taking it all in, watching his young pitcher. And foul ball there.
That pitch fouled straight back. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Barton working ahead of every hitter.
Where were our special effects there? I didn't hear the glass crashing on that one.
I didn't either, but I got my headset on, so
yeah,
I don't really hear anything except for your voice.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
Depending on who you're talking to.
That's right. Sure are millions of fans out there who are still anxiously glued to their headsets on their phones and their PCs.
Got him! Strike 3. Struck out the side. 2 of them looking, and Peter Barton will end that 5th inning. We go to the bottom half. Patriots on top, 10-0. No, that's going to be the ball game. It's a 10-run rule. My bad.
Yeah.
Well, a great start to the district playoff, or quest for the playoff. A great start in district play as Lewisburg beats Senatobia 10-0 in 5 innings. A quick game. Well, I'm not going to say it was a quick game. Still 2 hours on the time limit. But the Patriots getting the job done tonight, Ray.
Michael, great job there. Great pitching by Jonathan Lindsay. He set the tone early for the Patriots. Key here, the Patriots, we were worried about Clayton Powell of Senatobia. Patriots hold him to 0 for 1 with a reach on error, but the Patriots offense definitely clicking. Timely hitting tonight. Coach Cagle with a great job playing small ball in the first inning to get a few runs, and then the Patriots offense took over from there. And the great pitching performance by Jonathan Lindsay, and then